This is a letter for our sons. My philosophy on fatherhood, on manhood, would be, when it comes to my son, I think when it's all said and done, I want him to grow up, be able to look at himself in the mirror and know who he is. I want him to be able to look at himself in the mirror and be proud of who he is, and be proud of me.
What's your philosophy on fatherhood?
To be an example of what you teach your children, whatever it is. My main thing in life is whatever you're teaching, to be an example and to live it and see, and those you're teaching that you're striving in the things you're telling them you want them to do.
Honestly, my philosophy as of right now is I'm kind of raising my son kind of under 3 pillars: honor, integrity, and accountability.
What's the one piece of advice you would like to leave to other young men?
The one piece of advice I would say is to be your own person. A lot of men in general, like growing up, they go to cliques, gangs, whatever it might be, like that they feel attached to. A lot of people aren't strong enough to stand on their own. So I would say that being able to know yourself as an individual, know how you operate, and have your own mind and not let somebody else control how you think or your perception.
Pride. I think the last time I proudly cried is driving in my vehicle and just kind of thinking of the thought of losing my family. That touches me. I guess once you get married and once you have children, it changes your view on things and how you look at it. And you always want to be in their life. You want to always be with your mate. So even thinking of the time that we're no longer together, or God forbid, my son or my daughter passes before me, I think I don't wish that to happen. I'm not being morbid in any way, but sometimes those thoughts cross my mind, and those are the times that actually, I break down, just because they mean a lot to me, and I envision seeing my child graduate from high school, and I envision seeing my daughter get married to that right man, and once you sometimes have those future visions, but then you start thinking about what if they never make it to that point, because we see what happens in society with individuals on a day-to-day basis. That touches you, and not a lot breaks me down, but I think losing people that are special to me are generally the time that you see that I tend to cry.
Yeah, one message into the young generation. Just one message. What would you tell them?
But the advice for our sons is to basically just open up dialogue among men. There is a strong influence on our younger men because it seems like they don't have suitable influences, or they're following improper influences. They're being guided by the media, they're being guided by their peers, and I feel like it's important that they hear from men. I once heard a quote that said, the only way a man learns how to be a man is by holding the hand of another man. Basically what they're saying, for them to learn how to be a man, there has to be a man to show them. And since a lot of them don't have proper male influences, or the lack of a father in the home, they become misguided. So the point of this page is to, one, give them a place where they can go and get proper guidance, or guidance from a man's perspective. But it's also not just geared towards them, it's geared to just men in general. Basically, as men, we all have things where we struggle with. And it kind of helps to know that there's a place that you can go to find out that you're not the only one dealing with these struggles.